Hello everyone! So today's video is going to be something a little bit different. It's a video I recorded a few years ago actually. I've been kind of busy lately, so I thought I would share something that really I learned a lot from. It's one of my lessons that I've learned after being a widow. Because here's the thing, as a widow, it feels like you've been dealt a deck of cards with no instructions on how to play. And when you've got young adult children also trying to figure life out, it gets pretty interesting. But guess what? We're going to turn this into something amazing together. So stick around for the next video and I really hope you like it. Hey warrior sisters! This weekend I got to see one of my major heroes, Patti Smith. She's like the high priestess of punk. You know how I love music. Her poetry and her wisdom and insight is just totally awesome. She was reading her book, The Year of the Monkey. I got to have that book as well. She performed some songs, so it was really cool. I always love her writing. She's an amazing storyteller, very inspiring. She answered some questions and she was just very humorous. She answered this little girl's question about what did she want to be when she grew up, and part of her answer was like she didn't want to grow up and she never did. So I thought that was really awesome. That's also something that I wish to not do, is grow up. You know, it's important to have fun and not take life too seriously. A lot of things that have happened in my life, it's easy to go the other way and totally shut down. But there's humor in everything, like if you look for it. And the universe has a great sense of humor, or God, creator, whatever you want to call it. There's humor everywhere if you look for it. And I kind of have like a warped sense of humor sometimes. But yeah, it was just really cool. And somebody asked her what was it like to give up on, or maybe it was like sacrificing for motherhood. She's a mom and, you know, an artist. And she was like, you know, there's a little bit of sacrifice that you have to make. But in the end, it was just, she did her job. She just worked. And you never lose your calling, which I totally agree with. You don't lose your calling even when you're washing dishes or scrubbing floors. It's always within you. And it took me a long time to even figure out what my calling was. Like, I did not know. I knew there had to be more to life than sometimes just taking care of my household and loving on my kids and raising them is a lot, and it's very rewarding. There was something more. Like, I was something more that I'm meant to be doing, and I'm always exploring, really exploring my passions and what I love, and I'm looking at that. It's art, it's music, you know, things that I could spend all day talking to someone about, spiritual growth, and things that I'm learning every day, which is part of what I'm doing now. Everything that I've experienced has brought me to this point. There's a great quote by Kahn that I love. He says, in order to be who I was born to become, life couldn't have happened any other way. And I totally agree with that. It totally resonates with me, because truly everything that I've been through since childhood, you know, starting over so much and my journey, like, I didn't know what it was leading to. I didn't know why it was all happening to me. It was just felt like it was always happening to me. Something was always happening to me. Why me? I lived like that for a long time, and it was totally, just completely, it was killing me on the inside. It was draining my life force. It was poisoning me. And yeah, it took me a long time to realize that these things are happening to me for a reason. And what am I learning? What is my lesson? And just really doing that work and going within and figuring that out. It takes time, and it's not always easy, and it's not always pretty. There's great insight in looking back and seeing what is the reason for this. Where can I bring love to it? Where can I change how it's making me feel, my reaction to it? And how can I help other people who are going through the same thing? That's what's led me here today. That's my calling, is to share with you my experience and hopefully help others find their calling, their passions in life, and know that it's possible to do it, and you can do it for a living. I just wanted to share that because this is part of my journey, and we all have our journeys, and sometimes you get stuck, and I was stuck for a long time, and I got out of it. I crawled out of it, and I really was down dark in like a deep abyss of pain and solitude and isolation. And one of my gifts is I can see the light in the darkness of places, and I can see that in other people too. And I feel like if I can share that with someone and change their life forever, and you know, then I've done what I came here to do. So I just wanted to share that and wish you all a beautiful Monday, beautiful start to your week, and I'm wishing you a lovely day.